Impacted by Hurricane Ida financially. You only have a limited amount of time left to claim disaster unemployment assistance through the Louisiana Workforce Commission. That's because the agency has announced the last day to apply for benefits is November the 2nd, so just in a matter of days. Joining us this afternoon, Kimberly Washington, CPA, back in our studio. Actually, the first time we're back in the studio together.
First time.
Talking about, first of all, who can qualify for these disaster unemployment benefits.
Right. So it's not just your typical worker who works 9 to 5. It's actually a couple of different people that can qualify. If you're listening, you're someone who's self-employed, you may qualify for assistance. If you are someone who has lost the head of household in your family and now you're the breadwinner, you may qualify too. Or if you're someone who's listening right now, you were expected to start a job, but that job is now not taking place, you too may qualify for assistance at this time.
So what kind of documentation or information are you going to need to qualify for this? Are there certain things that you need to have handy?
Yes, you want to gather all of your information before you head over to qualify or register. Rather, the first thing you want to keep in mind, you want to gather proof of your income, such as your W-2s, 1099s if you're self-employed. You also want to gather your social security number, your contact information, your bank account information, and also your employer's, your last employer's information too for the last 2 years. So you want to gather your information before you start registering on the website.
And what are some of the other things that people really need to know when it comes to this program?
The first thing you want to keep in mind is you want to make sure you request for direct deposit information, because if that way you'll get the money a lot faster. If you do happen to say, hey, I don't want direct deposit, you will receive a debit card, but it's going to take a lot longer, 10 days, and there are potential fees with these debit cards, so you want to be careful about that. And last but certainly not least, you want to be really careful. If you qualify, you want to apply, but if you know you do not qualify, you do not want to put inconsistent or incorrect information, because if it is a fraudulent claim, it could be punishable by law and also time in jail. So you want to be careful with that.
Yes, let's be honest.
Yes.
So the big question here, how much money can we get? How much can a person actually receive here? And any other information on where and how they can go to apply for all of that?
So keep in mind the payments is up to $247 per week based off of your information, so give or take. Another thing you do want to keep in mind, there are 2 different ways that you can apply. You can head over to the website at laworks.net, or you can actually pick up the phone and contact them too. That number will be available on WDSU.com. Keep in mind, just as Randy said, the last day to apply is November 2nd, so you want to make sure that you apply as soon as possible.
Yeah, and that's by midnight, so not like 12:01 the next day. So just make sure you got that all going on. So Kimberly Washington, as always, such a pleasure having you in studio. We certainly appreciate it. Also new at noon, talking about money right now. A trip to Disneyland just got more expensive again.